Top 10 cars with the best ever gas mileage. Do you know the gas mileage of your car? You can calculate your car's fuel economy by using the calculations prescribed by the Environmental Protection Agency. The ratings have existed since 1984, and we present to you the top 10 cars with the best gas mileage ever. See if you recognize some and guess their mileage per gallon. MPG 10. 2010 Honda Insights. When hybrids were in their prime, the Honda Insights came as one of the most affordable on the market. A 2010 Honda Insight cost less than $20,000 in 2010. The car served an excellent mileage as it ran on a city MPG of 40. On the highway, it has an MPG of 43. With its 1.3-liter engine on 4 cylinders, the Honda Insight had a combined MPG of 41. 9. 1985 Suzuki SAW 310. We have also not seen this car before, but it has a good record with the EPAs, so we believe that it existed at some point. We said we were giving you the best, so here you go. The manual transmission car had a 1-liter engine and 3 cylinders powering it. Suzuki SA 310 only sold in 1985. The car had a city MPG of 39 and a highway MPG of 47. That puts it as number 9 on this list, with an impressive 42 combined MPG. 8. 1985 Pontiac FIREFLY. The not-so-famous Pontiac FIREFLY was a popular name in Canada and the Middle East from 1985 until 2001. The manual 1-liter engine with 3 cylinders did well with gas mileage on their expeditions. A Pontiac FIREFLY has a city MPG of 39 and a highway MPG of 47. At a combined MPG, it stands at 42. That is impressive for a car many of us have never seen or heard of. 7. Honda Civic Hybrid. The Honda Civic Hybrid came as 7th in the line of the generations of Honda Civic. At the same time, they became the first generation of Honda Civic hybrids. This automatic 1.3 liters engine with 4 cylinders became a step up for previous models from 2003 to 2009. The car had a city MPG of 40 and a highway MPG of 45, putting it at a combined MPG of 42. In the race to the best gas mileage car ever, this is not the last we will hear of the Honda Civic on this list. 6. 1995 Honda Civic HB-VX. We must mention that Honda has a high-mileage club of cars. They also manufactured the next car that we talk about. This 1995 Civic HB-VX was a high-fuel economy car that kept mileage to the best of its potential. Similar models were released from 1992 to 1994, but this one made it big on the list. The car had a combined MPG of 43 with city and highway scores of 39 and 50, respectively. This 1-liter engine enjoyed a good run in the 90s. 5. 1986 Honda Civic Coupe HF. This Honda Civic was making futuristic moves as far back as 1986. We need to appreciate their commitment to better gas mileage from the beginning. The HF in the name stands for high fuel economy, and this was a decade before we were introduced to hybrids. We saw similar models introduced till 1990. The 1.5-liter manual transmission car has a combined MPG to 46. That is a mix of city 42 and highway 51. 4. 1994 Geo Metro XFI. If you are a car fanatic, as we guess that you are, then you might have heard of this one. The 1994 Geo Metro XFI, which was tagged the king of budget cars. The cars were highly consistent and became a favorite among budget-friendly car buyers. But you may remember it as the car that had its passenger mirror deleted. Unfortunately, there is no way to say it less hilarious, but the manufacturers wanted a high fuel mileage car, and I think they got it, considering that the Geo Metro XFI is number 4 best MPG of all time. However, they had to make some modifications, which led to the cars coming without passenger mirrors. The car has a combined MPG of 47, although its city and highway scores are 43 and 52. This manual 1-liter engine car has a tale to tell. 3. 1986 Chevrolet Sprint ER. Sometimes manual transmission cars create futuristic features, And this Sprint was one of those. The Chevrolet had a unique feature that indicated light for whenever it was time to shift a gear. With its 3 cylinders and a 1-liter engine, the car was a good sport back in the 80s. There were other models released with similar features from 1985 to 1988. The mileage on the highway is 53, and the city has 4-4. This breaks a combined 48 mpg. You might find some of these cars riding around in the country. 2. 2010 Toyota Prius. Although the Toyota Prius brand had been on the market for years, it was the third model that made it into the good books of combined mpg. This model is known for having a different mileage scale than others. Usually you find that the highway score is better than the city. Yet this car does better in gas mileage in the city. The 4-cylinder, 1.8-liter engine also uses an automatic transmission. The cars were released in similar models from 2004 to 2009. In calculations, the 2010 Toyota Prius has a city mileage rating of 51 and a highway mileage per gallon of 48. That brings its combined mpg to 50. That is not bad for a second spot. 1. 2000 Honda Insight. The EPA's mile per gallon rating for this car has stayed the best since it was released on the market in 2000. Honda released similar 1-liter engine models between 2000 and 2006, and we still have some of them on the road, going just fine. The mile per gallon rating in the city is 49, and then it gets as high as 61 on the highway. With 3 cylinders, this manual transmission 2-seater has a combined mileage per gallon of 53. That is the best score any car has received in the almost 4 decades of MPG ratings. When the Honda Insight was released, it made history as the first hybrid car in the United States. Almost interesting is the fact that the Toyota Prius became the second hybrid car 7 months later. It is not difficult to calculate your gas mileage accurately, but to be sure, please check with the EPA for a confirmed calculation on your car model. While you try to do that, please tell us which of these cars you have used. And then you could also tell us any exciting experiences with the mileage when you were using them.